Good evening. Hello. How is everybody? Merry Christmas. Hello, Jennifer D and Jennifer. Alley Cat, Mercy. Hello. Hello, Jimmy. Hi, Cy. Hi, Melanie. I'm so glad you are here. Hello, Bunny Rabbit. Hello, Rose. I thought we'd hang out tonight before I take a few days off. Hi, Cristobal. Hi, Swish. Hello, hello. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Socks Mason. How are you? Hello, Electa. How's everybody doing this evening? I hope you're enjoying your time this week. Hi, Abyss Tarot. Hello. Welcome in. We're grateful that you're here. Before we start, thank you to Zane, aka Dusty Circuits, for sending this cosmic oracle. I went to the mailbox today. And to Arctum for sending, we're going to use this tonight, the Santa Muertos Tarot. This one's fun. I love the artwork on this one. It's so cool. Thank you both so much. It's funny, the mail place that I have a box at, the lady's like, someone must really love you. She's like, all week you've been coming here, all month getting all these packages. I'm like, I fortunately have a whole tribe that loves me very much. So thank you all for showing me the love this season. I appreciate you so much. We'll be thinking of you over the break, Arctum. Giz and there you can see the chat better. Giz and Sky Witch and I, of course, are going to watch Gremlins. It's our favorite holiday movie. That's what we'll be doing for a few hours on Christmas Day. Thank you, Jennifer D. Thank you so much for saying that. All right. Well, the band said they wanted to talk about the Island of Misfit Toys tonight. They wanted to talk about the real story of the Island of the Misfit Toys. So let's see what comes out in the cards. If I did not welcome you in, hello. So grateful that you're here with us. All right, let's see. What do we got? Ooh, that's a lot of cards. These are slick. We have the Five of Cups, the Justice card, and the Five of Wands. Well, you know, the toys on the that were sent to the Island of Misfit Toys definitely experienced this Five of Cups and Five of Wands situation, okay? For some reason, the elves felt it was justice to ban them to an island of their own. Never really made sense, though. If you looked at the toys, they had very minor differences, right? Like the train had a square wheel. But the elves were in a workshop. The workshop is full of tools. They could have very easily been fixed, but instead they were banned to an island. Hi, Keith. Oh, what did we just lose? Let me pick that up. The Hierophant. The Two of Swords. The Sun in reverse. The Hierophant here. Santa made a decision, the Two of Swords, to banish them. The Sun in reverse, banish them from the sun because of their weirdness, because they did not fit the mold. Why didn't they fit the mold? Showed no love with the Eight of Cups in reverse. A few more on this. A few more on this Hierophant. See, Santa went in for a higher perspective with the Hanged Man. And what he realized was the strength of the Misfits, the real luchadors. And what was their strength? Well, if you look at all of the cartoons, if you look at all of the cartoons that Rankin produced, those stop motion animations, the toys on the island of the Misfits were actually the only toys that were alive. That's actually what made them different from the other toys. Not really their little glitches, but the fact that they were alive made them different. Tell me more about this Strength card. They were not meant to live a lukewarm life of being put in cargo and sent down a chimney to be used by children and disposed of by the next Christmas. They were actually alive. They were fucking magical as the Queen of Wands. They had souls. They had tenacity. They had unique gifts. Two of Pentacles in reverse. What was sad about that story, though, the way that it was told, was all the toys on the island of Misfits never embraced the fact that they were on an island of their own. They were on an island of their own. They could do what they wanted, okay? They didn't have to live a disposed life because it was sold to them, right? It was sold to them by the Hierophant that there was one way to live, and that was to be delivered on Christmas. And so they were sad about it. But really, they didn't realize that they had it made. Their uniqueness, their soulfulness. They had a chance to live a completely different destiny. several years ago when I was in Cambodia, I got the opportunity to visit this place called Women's Island, which is now open to the public. But it was an island that was a killing field during the Khmer Rouge genocides. So it was basically a big landfill of bodies. And there was a time where the UN and the rest of the world really started like putting their eyes on Cambodia due to all of the prostitution, right, and tourist sex trafficking. And it was in the media a lot, and it was being talked about. And yes, prostitution was extremely high. What do they call that? Sex tourism was extremely high in Cambodia, but due to the genocides, there was a lot of widows and children left, right? So that makes prostitution go up, right? They're trying to feed their families. And so when the UN started coming down hard on Cambodia for this, what they decided to do was take that island, the specific island that was used as a killing field, and they put all these women and children on a boat and put them out on the island, and then took the boats away so that they couldn't leave the island. That was their solution for cleaning up the prostitution problem in Phnom Penh. And this land, the soil actually was extremely fertile because of all the mineral deposits from the bodies and the bones. And these women and children that were sent out to the island with no resources, no exit, no resources, started farming, fishing, built schools, built houses, built churches, and created a community all of their own, eventually built boats, though they chose to stay on the island. They chose to stay on the island. They didn't look back on what was on the mainland that was not for them. Instead, they became super tenacious, which tragedy has a way to do, right? When we're strong-willed, we have a choice. We have a choice. We have a choice to become this luchador, okay? Do you lay down and die, or do you become the luchador? Or do you stay in the past, like the island of misfit toys in that story, right? They were so sad that they didn't have the same fate as everyone else. But that fate is pretty lukewarm. They had an island all to themselves. They had a chance to congregate and build the life that they wanted and create the resources that they wanted, rather than have to be accepted by everybody else and popular culture. Humans can do really amazing things when they get out of the matrix. We have the Ace of Cups and the King of Cups. And we can do really amazing things when we use our intuition, and we are very, very connected to spirit. We're very connected to these spiritual gifts with the Ace of Cups. Makes all the things of the world seem quite simple. Quite simple. It's all that mindset, right? It's all that mindset. There's a lot, though. There's a lot in being alive and not being lukewarm. I think the elves were jealous of the misfit toys. We have the Two of Cups. And the King of Swords in reverse. The King of Swords in this deck is coming out of his grave. It showed up in the reverse. Union to self. And are we willing to come out of the grave that was dug for us by others? Are we choosing our path of destiny, or are we just accepting the fate? Yeah, feeling fear. It's hard to feel fear, isn't it, Arctum? Like it's hard to do it afraid. But if we don't do it afraid, sometimes we won't do it unless we're forced to, right? Unless we get into a corner like those women did. That was one of the most amazing places I've ever been, just to really see that strong will and tenacity of humans, you know? It's amazing. It's a whole community now. And now tourists go out there by boat to buy their wares and everything else. But there was nothing but bones on the ground when they were shipped there with no retreat. And the women that I got to talk to out there said they would never go back to, why would they go back to the mainland? They made their own utopia. And the island of Misfit Toys had the opportunity to make their own utopia, but they were never able to get out of that construct of that they had one purpose, and that purpose was to be given to children on Christmas. So they were miserable on their island. Never forget how resilient you are. You always bounce back. You're doing a good job at the whole living thing because you're magical AF. You're living like a boss. Doing life like a boss. Don't forget that. Especially don't forget that these next couple of days, okay? As I'm sure some of you have obligations to hang out with people that don't appreciate your uniqueness, okay? But you're doing the whole life thing really well. Tell me more about this. Never forget how resilient you are. Please clarify this. Never forget how resilient you are. The Lovers, the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. Making a choice to stay curious. Making a choice to always look at the glass as half full. Living in your truth. And living like a boss. Look at her. Doesn't she look like a boss gardener? She's got that garden under control. She's gardening like a boss. Tell me more about this Lovers card. Tell me more about this choice and resiliency, please. The Magician. The Chariot. The energy of the Magician. This is that looking at, okay, this is the looking at, this is what they're telling me. This is the looking at the glass half full all the times. The Magician always knows that he has all the tools. He has all of the elements, right? He has all 4 elements at all times. Even if it seems like he doesn't have a lot of one or two of the elements at times, he knows he can pull 4 elements from the earth to have all the tools that he needs to work steadfastly, to move steadfastly. That is doing it in fear. To keep this fast-moving energy, even if we feel uncertain. Tell me more about this Magician card. Tell me more about this Magician card. Anything more on this Magician card, please? The 10 of Pentacles. Oh, I love that. And the Ace of Wands. A lot of the 2025 readings is talking about this 10 of Pentacles coming in, really ramping up, you knowing that it's real by the 3rd quarter of 2025. Okay? The beginning with the Ace of Wands, staying on fire, transmuting that fear that Artem's talking about into your fire energy. It's uncomfortable, but there are times in life we can use it as a form of motivation, as opposed to allowing it to put us in paralysis. I don't know about you, but I have definitely have had fear put me in paralysis on more than one occasion in my life. That's when we have to get out of our heads. That's when we have to talk to our closest consorts to help us get out of our heads. You're right, roses can't grow without death, bunny rabbit. Oh, thanks, Candy. Thank you, thank you. Very kind of you. Happy holidays. I'm glad you're here. There is always a solution. All right. You're doing a great job at this whole living thing. Tell me more about this Ace of Wands. Where do you need to give yourself some credit? To give yourself credit where other people are not. We can't expect it from other people. They don't embrace our weirdness the same way. We have the 4 of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the 3 of Pentacles. Let's look at what this truth is. The truth is you're going to be going to celebration. You're going to be going into harvest here. Okay? With that 4 of Wands. And you're going to be doing it in the 3 of Pentacles. You're going to be doing it with others. You're growing your soul tribe. Might not be the family you were born into. Might not be the people around you at your workplace, but it doesn't have to be. Hi, Linda. Welcome in. Merry Christmas. Tell me more about this Ace of Swords. Give yourself some credit here, because the truth is you're doing a great job at this whole life thing, Star Tribe. You're killing it. You're killing it. And you don't need a savior, a Santa, aka Santa, to tell you what to do and where to go and how to be. You don't need to take an aptitude test to tell you what your life path should be. You listen to your soul. Knight of Wands. Tell me more about this Knight of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, we got some cards here. What do we got here? We have got the Nine of Swords in reverse, the Knight of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune, right? Did I see the Wheel of Fortune? Yes, I did. This is doing it afraid right here. Nine of Swords in reverse with the Knight of Wands. Again, doing it afraid. You know which way the karmic wheel is turning because you're killing it. You're killing it. You're killing it. I've been watching you all year. Let me clean up my pile. Breaking ancestral curses. Leaving spaces that you no longer resonate with. Melanie, if you're still here. Leaving a job after 13 years to do something that's more suited to you, that you love. Jimmy, starting a tarot channel. Sai, calling in all the ancestors with her baking. Scorpio, on tune with the energy work. Healing the star tribe. Rose, having a major opening of her third eye. Trusting her visions. Jennifer D. Transmuting so much energy into beautiful forms of creativity. Jennifer, waking up. Not waking up, that was the wrong word. Trusting her gifts and trusting her visions. And being willing to step out with them. Kayla, working on her art. You all are kicking ass at this life thing and making the island of misfits a utopia. Let's see what else. You have the power to create the life that you want. Remember that. Even if you feel like you're on a deserted island, you have the opportunity to create the life that you want. Open your heart, not just a little way, but all the way to let love flow in. Love flow in. Find those people that love you, that respect you, that appreciate you. Open your heart to your band, to your spirit team, to your ancestors. You have such a bright light inside. Stop dimming it. Even at the Christmas table, do not dim your light to make those around you more comfortable. Get on with your weird self. All right, let's look at this. Open your heart first. Not just a little, but all the way. Learning to be vulnerable when others are not. So many of us come from spaces where we were not allowed to be vulnerable. But I know I'm dealing with so many magicians and wizards here. That's part of it. Emotions is one of the tools. The Page of Swords. The Nine of Cups. And the Hermit. Joy. Joy on the way to the wish fulfillment. Many of you have been experiencing joy this year in hermit mode, okay, with the Page of Swords. as you research, as you get down with your band, more about your spiritual gifts. You're finding joy. You're finding complete joy and fulfillment in these spaces because you're embracing it, embracing your power. When you're exercising your multiple forms of communication, you are not dimming your light. It's opened your heart chakra. Tell me more about this bright light. Sorry, y'all, I keep doing this. I got to give Lala a trim. I got to give Lala a bang trim. I haven't had time. Temperance, King of Cups. In reverse. Oh, Temperance in reverse, King of Cups in reverse. Okay. Can I get one more on this? Yeah, y'all might be around some people this week that are testing your patience. The Santa Muerta, the Empress, okay? This King of Cups in reverse. You might be around some people that drink a bit too much this week, okay? So they're telling me on that King of Cups in reverse. And with this Temperance in reverse, that might be testing your patience a whole lot, okay? But it's important to remember that you're the Empress. You're the Empress. Okay? Don't dim your light. The Empress shows up here as, the Sacred Mother here. Holds all the wisdom of the world. These energies that might come up, that might be testing your patience. Okay? Maybe spouting off some emotional BS. They don't have all that sacred knowledge you do. So while we can show them grace, don't dim your light, Star Child. TA, testing your patience now. Oh yeah, baby. You have a Yule log cake in the oven, Bunny Rabbit. Hello, Analytic. How are you? Grace, she died 30 years ago. Oh, classic there, Bunny Rabbit. Bunny Rabbit, you have for the young, beautiful thing you are, you have a lot of good 80s cultural references. I will say that. That's another classic. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Maybe we'll watch that one this week too. All right, you have the power with the Ace of Swords. Grandma wrapped the cat up. The Ace of Swords, the Tower in reverse. The truth is you have the power, TA, and they can't rock you. Don't let them rock you, all right? With the Four of Wands, you have victory here. You have the opportunity to create the life that you want in every moment, okay? You have that power. No tower moment for you this holiday season, okay? Because the truth is you have the victory. The Ace of Swords and the Four of Wands. I don't know. Maybe through Christmas, we should be putting on our wizard wardrobes. Maybe we should be walking around in our cloaks with our wands to let people know what's up, okay? We need visuals. Maybe they do too. Maybe they need to know how powerful you are, that you're the MF and magician. Maybe you gotta show up to Christmas in your Harry Potter gear, okay? Oh, Jimmy, I miss those days dancing naked under the moon. I live in the city now. That ain't happening. There are some things I really miss about the country, and that is one of them. Oh. Okay, what else we got here? There's always rooftops. Oh. Nah, I actually have a beautiful rooftop deck on the building that I live on, but it's right next to a Comfort Inn, and all the windows are on the side of the rooftop deck. That wouldn't work well. Clearing mental clutter. You will feel so much better. Clearing mental and physical clutter. Give me another one, please. Sorry, y'all. I'm dropping cards left and right. What's going on here? Remember that it's okay to be happy. Really, it is. Yes, it is okay to be happy, even when everyone else is miserable around you. The wisdom of Bunny Rabbit. Just act like a guinea pig this holiday season. Sing and dance and demand food. Just be happy, despite what everyone around you is feeling. Woo! Stop ruminating over what you did or didn't do. Let it go. Okay. So your temperance is going to be tested a little bit over this holiday season. You might say something a little off color, a little out of character. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're human. We seem to give everyone else grace, but we don't give ourselves grace. Bunny Rabbit. For all of eternity, when I use the word grace on this channel, I'm going to think of you saying that. It's the first image that comes up in my head now. Okay. Let's see. Tell us more about does not matter what you did or didn't do. Let it go. Somebody's bringing up what you did 20 years ago. Let it go. You already let it go. They might have not let it go. If you say something off color, let it go. Give me more on this, please. The 7 of Wands. The 3 of Cups in reverse. Okay. Oh, some of you are feeling a little tense. Okay. Okay. And I don't mean to make light of it and laugh, but been there. We've all been there, done that, right? Okay. It's showing me that you have your defenses up a little bit. You know, it might not be celebrating in the libations in the same way that the people are around you right now on the holiday, okay? I have a feeling some of them are talking about your past, the past that you've already let go of. I say put on your wizard robe. Yeah. You know, right, Alicia? Everyone has, I guess, the right to their own opinion. The point is are we affected by it, right? Because it's okay to be happy. It really is okay to be happy in all circumstances, despite what anyone else thinks. Yeah, same with me, Jennifer D. I don't even mess around with alcohol. I don't bother. It just gives me a headache. Plant medicine's way more fun. She's still a hot topic, Bunny. They're still talking about her around the Christmas table. Oh, some of you are on the lips of a lot of people this week. Okay, tell us more about this. Remember that it's okay to be happy, band. They're also giving me the Smurfs. All of a sudden, the la 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 la. Because they're showing me a lot of children tonight on the ghosts here. Because here's the thing, okay? It's temporary. Okay, next couple days is temporary. This is really where it's at. Okay, and this is why it's okay to be happy. Really, it is. Even through a shitty family dinner, because you're headed towards your 10 of Pentacles and you are the emperor of your life. You have chosen to embody all of the kings of the deck. You have chosen, despite those around you, to have emotional intelligence. You have chosen, although you have been banished to the island of misfits, to live a fabulous life in the 10 of Pentacles. You are choosing your own reality. You are choosing your own life and choosing to be happy despite your nature or nurture. Candy, I love that you're Greedy. I love that you're wearing your wizard robe. I love it. I love it. That would most likely be my attire too if I was attending a family event this year. Yes, Artem, unconditional love for oneself. It changes everything. Because then it doesn't matter if we're not receiving it from others. If others are coming in and showing us love, it's such a bonus. It's a bonus, but it's not our core. It's not the core of who we are. Now I got you singing the Smurfs, Greenie. Hey, Vox, welcome in. A poncho will work, Apex. You got a wand? Hey, Digi, what's happening? Glad you're here. All right, clearing the mental and physical clutter. You will feel so much better. What's all this physical clutter about? The 3 of Swords in reverse. The 9 of Wands in reverse. And the 10 of Cups. Well, it looks to me like you're doing this already, Star Child, clearly. Clearly. What this is saying is that you are staying in a space of emotional fulfillment and you are not bringing others' baggages back home with you. You are not bringing their baggage back with you. Which I'm so happy to hear, as the 10 of Pentacles seems to be the major focus of 2025 for the Star Child. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for other people's emotional baggage, okay? Hanging out on your own island. Jennifer D., you rock. You're so talented. I love seeing all of your stuff. You're such a versatile artist. Such a versatile artist. Yeah, absolutely. Scorpio, you want to be dark and grinchy? Be dark and grinchy. Rock on with your bad self. Please, I'm a goth girl. I love the mood. I love the mood. I just don't project my mood on others, right? I can be in a mood all I want. And I can love that mood and I can sit in that mood. Humbug. Yeah, Bunny Rabbit, could you blame him? Could you blame him? Yeah, I don't want to rain on anyone's parade, and I don't want them to rain on mine. That's the deal. Be authentic. Anything else is just exhausting. Oh, is that not the truth? Is that not the truth? Oh, it is so exhausting to put up a front. It can also be deathly hot. I remember when I used to have to go to you'd have to go to holidays in South Florida where my in-laws were, and they were super, super old school Presbyterian, okay? And my late husband was a tattoo artist. I was a tattoo artist for over 20 years. Like, we're all tattooed from like the neck down, right? And it'd be like, I don't know if any of you have ever been in South Florida, but it never cools down in South Florida. Like, even in the winter, it's like massive humidity. It can be in the 80s, even in the 90s. And we would be forced to like dress in a manner that covered all of our tattoos. So it's like, for me, I'd have to be in like a turtleneck. I'd have to be in like a turtleneck floor gown dress, just sweating our asses off, like in service for hours. And I didn't feel very connected to spirit there. All I could think about was how fucking hot I was all the time. And then was exhausted after. A little bit of faith goes a long way. Tell us more about this being authentic card. Anything else is just exhausting. It is very exhausting to have having a persona is very exhausting. Okay, persona is the root. Nowadays we talk more about like all these, in psychology they talk a lot more about these different attachment theories. But at the end of the day, it's really about having a persona. Okay, many people will develop personas in childhood as a form of survival, which then they create a whole life based around that persona. But they have to burn up so much energy being in this persona that when it comes time, when they get the opportunity to be alone, they completely withdraw and completely retreat. But not in a hermit mode, not in hermit mode like we know hermit mode. It's a retreat out of pure exhaustion and a need for this deep level of escapism. Creates a lot of obsessive and addictive tendencies because it is absolutely exhausting to keep that persona up all the time. You know? And I don't know. I'd rather be on the island with the with the Misfit toys. Now, I've been there, done that. It seemed to be part of one of the karmic lessons of this lifetime for me. It's not easy. Tell us more about this being authentic. The 8 of Cups. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. 8 of Cups in reverse. the World card in reverse. Okay, this is a lot about being in the past, right? When people get up in their mind in the past, okay, they're not closing cycles. They're not emotionally walking away from the past. So there's no progress with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. It is exhausting attempting to live in a timeline that doesn't exist anymore. And it's natural this time of year when we get around family to kind of revert to those old personas temporarily. It's like a default mechanism. It's like flipping a switch, right? And if you feel that you have to be that way in times that you're obligated over these next few weeks, the band is asking that you fearlessly take the mask off. Because there's a part of us that thinks it's just easier, right? Like, oh, it's just easier. Oh, it's just easier to just go along with it. It's easier to wear this persona that my family is used to. And it protects them. It protects them, protects their egos. Okay? Their fragile egos. But it's very damaging to the self, and it's very exhausting to the self when we're not authentic. So you're being asked to step out a little bit, and that's going to be uncomfortable because that's something that you're used to doing with your family. But a little bit of faith goes a long way. A little bit of faith in self. A little bit of self-love goes a long way. Yeah, people pleasing. It took me a long time to come out of that cycle of people pleasing. The Star. Yeah, have faith in. You're the star. You're the North Star. There are always going to be people around us that have no desire to work on growth and healing. It's absolutely no reason for us to dim our light, though. Then one moment, I dropped a couple of cards here. The Page of Cups, the Eight of Swords in reverse. Give yourself that living water with the Page of Cups. Stay in that childlike wonderment, that childlike heart. And it'll keep us out of our heads. They're showing me a lot of children on the Ghost Seer tonight. Seems to be a lot of young energies in the spirit hanging out. Hi, Anisha. Welcome in. I stopped doing Christmas cards years ago. I love gift giving. I love gift giving. And I personally don't think it should be like one time a year. So I personally don't put any like specific emphasis just on Christmas. I try not to. This is your life to live. Own it. Own it. Own your weirdness. And don't be your inner critic. Don't be your inner critic and be kind to yourself. Tell me more about this inner critic. Hi, emotional intelligence. Welcome in. I love being weird too. Wish I'd always embraced my weirdness. But I was like one of those toys on the island of Misfit toys. I thought everything was supposed to be a certain way for a long time. I felt I was behind. I felt I was missing something, but I was not. Okay. Be kind to yourself, because with the 5 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles, okay, do not be in a lack mindset or felt left out in the cold by anyone, because you are so fabulous in your 9 of Pentacles energy. Do you see him? Look, that's Jimmy Graybeard right there. Look at that. See how he's like throwing up? He's throwing out all those leaves. He's throwing out that harvest. He's giving everyone energetic upgrades around him because he's so effing fabulous and his energy is so fabulous that he can afford to give energetic upgrades to those around him. Okay? So throw your Mardi Gras beads. Throw your Christmas cookies around. Throw the energy around. Do not feel left out in the cold. Do not go there. Be kind to yourself. You're different than those around you, but in a fabulous way, because you understand self. Okay? Take responsibility for your choices by living the life that you want. Own it. Own it. Strut your stuff, star child. Tell me more about this. Living the life that you want to live. The Hierophant in reverse. The Knight of Wands. I love the Knight of Wands card. I always say it's the Go Your Own Way card. And the High Priestess. You're your own Hierophant. You don't need the Hierophant. You don't need the institutions. You don't need the doctrine. You don't even need certain traditions. Any tradition for that matter, if it doesn't resonate with you. Culturally, spiritually, mentally, physically, or otherwise. You get to choose. You are your own Hierophant. You get to choose everything that resonates with you. And you're so connected to self by going your own way, by choosing to go your own way and not bend to people pleasing, and be authentic and not be in a persona and not be exhausted. That you are the High Priestess. You are the keeper of the sacred wisdom. Your intuition is so strong. You have the keys. And you'd be willing to share them. Right? You'd be willing to share this energy, this 9 of Pentacles energy, and this High Priestess energy. You'd be willing to share your secrets. Be willing to share the energy. But the truth is not everybody's going to want it. And that's okay. They have energetic sovereignty too. Just don't let them rain on your parade this week. Okay? Oh, Star Tribe, you're fabulous. This is my favorite island of misfits right here. Well, I know this week can be weird, and I know it can be intense, and I know it can bring up a lot of stuff for some of us. So I wanted to spend a little time with you before the holiday to tell you I love your weirdness. I love your authenticity. And I'm so grateful for all of you. Look at you, bunny rabbit. Just elfing it over there. Thank you, bunny rabbit. Thank you. How does this keep getting in? Sorry, y'all. At some point, I probably should have a moderator. I would love to believe that, I don't, but sorry for those. It looked like there were some spam comments in there. Yeah, Keith, I'm not a fan of Florida weather either. I lived there for a long time. Not a fan. Oh, Jamie, you're making fudge. Are you making peanut butter fudge? That's my favorite. Hi, Darnell. Yes, happy belated solstice and Merry Christmas. The spam bots used to be fun to laugh at. They're such a nuisance. Oh, thank you, Bunny Rabbit. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna give a couple of people permission. I don't want to have to I just would rather give I don't want people to feel like they have to not be able to engage and be able to have fun with everyone in the chat. But I figure if I give a few people access, if something comes up like that when I'm not looking at the chat and I'm channeling, y'all can just delete it. And same thing if any weird energy comes in, and people are being offensive, there's just remove them from the channel. You made peanut butter this afternoon, Jamie? Oh, that's my favorite. Oh, yes. I will make sure that you have my mailing address. It's on my Amazon list, but I should put it in the description box of my videos. Because at one of these days too, I need to eat some acai baking because I feel like it's going to give me life. It's going to make me younger. Right. Lots of tongue biting, Apex, on the holidays for sure. I don't do that anymore. I refuse to do that. But I have spent, I would say 43 years of holidays doing that. But now it's Giz and Skywitch and I, and we just let each other be our fabulous selves around here. So there's no tongue biting. Oh, you wish you were with Arctum, don't you? Because it's the holidays. Don't worry. I'm sure he'll get to watch your movie too. Yeah, good for you, Candy. There's so many things that we're told that we is the right thing to do or that we have to do, but it's harmful to self, right? To keep other people happy. I'm glad I finally figured that out in my life. Like, uh, I don't, right? I'm not sharp tongued or cruel to other people, so not allowing it. Not allowing people do that to me either, even if they're so-called family. They should be even more accountable to be kind and loving. Oh, hi, first time. Thank you. Loves and hugs to you too. All right. Yeah, I like being funny and not mean too, Bunny Rabbit. I'm all about the laughs. I'm all about the laughs. That was something really great. When my dad, I will say, when my dad was alive, my father taught me the art of humor. Yeah, Giz is definitely the co-host of this YouTube channel. Found him in Chinatown in San Francisco. No joke. I love that, Rose. Every time you manifest, you look happier afterwards. You're aging in reverse, sister. I love it. Thank you, Scorpio. You have a wonderful holiday too. Thank you very much. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you. Thank you, Darnell. You have a great night too. Oh, Apex. That was part of my family deal too. Lots of politics talked about during any celebration that had nothing to do with politics. That's very frustrating. Oh, good, Bunny Rabbit. You are so welcome. Y'all, stay happy, stay fabulous, stay in your authentic selves. If you do so choose to go to family dinners in any form of costume, please make sure I get pictures, okay? If any of you show up in your wizard robes, that would make my day. Jimmy Graybeard, thank you. Blessings to you too. A onesie's great too. Yeah, Apex. I don't know. Everyone feels like they have to have a side. They have to be right. In Western culture, especially, we have this obsessive need to be right about everything. Thank you, Candy. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your spiritual journey this year. Your intuition has heightened so much. I love it. Thank you for sharing your journey with me. Blessings and Merry Christmas to all of you. I will see you on Thursday after Christmas. Enjoy yourselves. Good night.